Well, here we are. It's Sunday morning. We're on our Caladesi trip, and we are cruising along in the Gulf of Mexico, just off the shore of Clearwater Beach. And unfortunately, there is absolutely, positively no wind. I think we might get skunked this trip as far as being able to sail. We've had probably less than 2 knots of wind the entire weekend. We're hoping it'll pick up a little bit this afternoon. We've seen the flags flying now and then, but not a lot to get much of a sail. So we've just been cruising around, following our friends who are all in cabin cruisers, and so they run ahead and find a nice beach to anchor up to, and we tag along. We usually show up about 15 minutes after them, so we're not too far behind. But it's been a great weekend. We've had good weather so far. Very hot. Extremely hot.
Very warm.
And the park where we're staying, the Caladesi State Park, as reviewed and advertised by a number of other cruisers, has a major problem with no-see-ums. Just before dark or right around dark, they come out viciously, and some of our homemade potions have been working okay, but there's only so much you can do. So everybody disappears into their boats for a couple hours until the sun goes down and it gets a little bit darker
Surrounded
out.
too, so the wind is very minimal in there.
Right.
So it's just hot.
Not much wind, very hot, but we're still having a great time. We haven't spent a lot of time in the slip. We've been running around. Went to yesterday? Three Rookers Island, which is just north of the Caladesi Park, and beautiful water. Got a lot of people together, had a little beach party, staying cool by hanging out in the water. And so we've got all day today. We're going to do the same thing, just find a nice beach to anchor up to, get in the water and cool off.
Heading down to Clearwater now.
Yep, so we're heading down to the Clearwater Cut, and then still one more day. Tomorrow's Labor Day, and we'll give an update in a little while.
See you soon.
We all anchored off this nice sandy beach in the Clearwater Inlet just east of the bridge and spent the day hanging out, staying cool in the water. Well, the day was going great until Aaron got arrested. I'm just kidding. Actually, we had a medical emergency. One of the girls in the group was walking from the boats back to shore and all of a sudden just passed out right into the water. Luckily, her friend was there to pull her up and get her to shore. We called the authorities, they checked her out, and it turned out to be dehydration. Just too much time in the sun with not enough water. It was a lesson to us all. Make sure we're drinking enough water and make sure our guests do too. When the thunderstorm started forming in the afternoon, our friend Trixie made sure their boat was secure with this marvel of nautical engineering. As they say, if you can't tie a knot, tie it a lot. Thunderstorms were getting closer, so we decided to head back to the marina. Time to let our little sailboat fly. Not sailing though. We took the water ballast out and did full speed ahead, 14 knots. After 2 days of battling the no-see-ums and the heat, we decided to leave Caladesi Island Marina and head over to nearby Marker 1 Marina, a great facility with hot showers.
It is. And we'll have to get it.
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
And I think that's what actually happened. I think I told you.
Come on, Jason, we have faith in you.
Before I started hanging out with all you guys again, that I ever went to Silver Glen.
Big man with the little net.
But that's what they say happened. A girl floated up dead. And it was like, of course, morning or whatever. But
Then I was gone on some beach somewhere.
You have to trust me, this sounds a lot better after a few beers. We woke up to a rainy, overcast morning, so we just relaxed on the boat, cooked a big breakfast, and waited for it to stop. After realizing the weather wasn't going to get much better, we decided to pack it up, take the mast down, and head home. Well, it was a little rainy and overcast, and we had no wind, but it was still a great weekend on the boat, hanging out with great friends.